guys, welcome back to moreRoslyn. Okay, so I am super excited. I'm so excited that I had to do this video right now and let y'all know what's going on and how things are shifting for me in such a powerful way. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have been running for the last almost 2 months now, probably for the last 6 or 7 weeks. And last Saturday I did 8 miles. Holy crap, that is amazing. And let me tell you about that. So you don't have to go out and do 8 miles. You don't have to go out and do anything. I do suggest that you move, because when you move and you feel better and you're working with your lymphatic system, if you move too much and you get like tired and you're tired the next day, then you did too much the day before. Rest a bit and then try it again in a week or so, or whatever like helps you to feel good. But you don't have to do a lot. I just feel good enough that I can do it, so I'm doing it. Because I've never ever felt this good before in my life. I didn't even know this good. I didn't know how good felt. I was just having a session with Kat. You know, you can go to katwb.com. She is my wellness practitioner. I love her. I talk to her about, I get the food stuff. I understand what to eat. I know that. You probably know that too. It is the energies, the emotions. How do you live in this world? What do you do with all this stuff? The fears, the anxiety, like that is why I have sessions with her. I'm not worried about the food. My body pretty much tells me what I want to eat when I want to eat it, and I kind of listen to it, kind of. So I go to her for all the icky stuff, all the hard stuff. I'm married. I absolutely adore and love my husband, but he stresses me out. Oh my gosh. And if y'all are in relationships, you get it. And I can't change him, but I can change me. So I work with her to help me get better. So the relationship with my husband is better. The relationship with my friends are better. The relationship with myself, which is the biggest one, is better. I really am learning through her how to take care of myself. Not how to take care of myself and eat this or eat a salad or whatever. No, it is, she gives me room to breathe. She hears me. She lets me talk. She lets me get things out. And she really just buckles in and knows that I'm going to go 90 miles an hour. And let me just be here for her and support her. And she gives me what I don't get anywhere else, which is why I see her every week. So, as you all know, here's what happens to me. One, I've been sick. I had mono when I was 6 years old. I've been sick my whole life. When I was a baby, they had my days and nights were mixed up. They put me on Finnegan. I have had trouble with, I never could take Benadryl. I took it, my parents gave it to me, Benadryl and Dimetac, because I always had allergies, and I would just be at the dinner table and push my food away and go to sleep because my liver could not handle the drugs. It would knock me out. I've always had that problem. I still cannot take the normal dosage of things because it knocks me out, and I don't have to take those anymore. But that's just like how I work. So things affect me pretty easily. And I've been sick. I've never known what good feels like. I've not always been overweight. I've known what skinny feels like, but not healthy skinny. Not happy skinny. And so for me, when I go run, and then I have a smoothie with bananas and strawberries and wild blueberries because I love a berry. I'm a big strawberry fan. And I have my spinach in there for the sodium. And I don't hurt 2 or 3 hours after running 8 miles. I don't hurt the next day. I'm not sore. That's a big deal. And I've never, ever felt, and I'm heavy. I'm like 200 and I fluctuate between 218 and 223 pounds. And I don't even care if I tell you all that. That's just where I am, and it's so exciting to know where I'm going that I don't care if I tell you, which is really cool. So since I healed that much and that fast, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, like I'm healing that fast. So if my body is healing that fast from running, what else is it doing on a day-to-day basis? Like, holy crap. You know, I have to give it credit. When I'm out there running, I'm like, thank you body, thank you feet, thank you legs, thank you toes, thank you to everything. I'm in a big appreciation place. When I start saying excuses, I think of like Outrun Your Excuses, because that's a guy I follow on Instagram and makes so much sense. And I'm like, do not give yourself an excuse, keep going. And it's amazing because my body can go. It's usually my mind that trips me up a little bit. So, but to be able to feel that good is amazing, because I've never felt that way before. I've never understood it. I've never had my body work so hard for me that I knew of. I have never, I mean, it's so crazy. I could almost cry because it's amazing. Do I still have no foods? Yeah, I am been working so hard not to, but I've finally figured out some of the reasons why. Sorry, my hair is just getting on my nerves. So when I get stressed and emotional, and I am building a house right now, I am fixing to graduate from school, and I run my own business. I have a plate full, and I have friends that I try to be there for and support, and to my energy and me, I kind of get stretched a little bit. But with all the good foods from the medical medium, it helps me to heal and pull all that stuff back in, and it's absolutely crazy and amazing. I have never felt this good, so I don't know what good feels like on a consistent level. And for me, since I've been so used to feeling bad all the time, it's just been easy for me to trip back up and feel bad again. Sorry if you hear the phone, just ignore it. So whenever my husband upsets me, or the house isn't doing this, or we're not all communicating together, it really does like trip me up. And then if emotions are high and people are stressed, it would cause me to have problems too. And then everything would fall apart. And the first thing I go to, and my husband even knows it, he's at pizza. So when I have pizza, he knows like I don't feel good, something's wrong. I'm emotionally, I'm beating myself up, and I'm having problems. And the one thing that I keep doing is I love running so much and being able to feel this healing, because I'm such an empath, that it keeps me from wanting the pizza. It has to be really stressful for me to eat the pizza. And it has affected me so much that it changes my whole everything. Like, I'm like, I can't eat this way because I want to run. I'm going to eat this way on Friday because I'm doing my long run on Saturday. I'm planning things just to run. And I never had that before. And I would still get tripped up with my husband. So me and Kat did this session, and I have done tapping before, but I didn't understand it or feel like it worked. And I've had a lot of fear in my life, and I didn't want to go through the fear again. I don't like talking about things that have already happened, exactly because I don't want to effing feel them again. Because I feel things, and when I have to re-talk about things, then I feel them. And however me and Kat did it, I just basically kept telling her, well, I have these fears of feeling this. That's why I don't want to talk about it. Because she kept knowing that I wasn't like giving the full story, or I was trying to talk up the things that were happening to me that weren't so great. And so she could help me through it. And it was amazing. I feel like now, for once in my life, that I have something that I can do when I am stressed. I can, one thing that she taught me is you can hold your fingers. So I started doing that when we were talking, because I was getting super anxious. And what happened was I told her, I was like, oh my gosh, it feels like God is holding my hand. Like God's holding me. And so I started doing that, and it started to calm down all this anxiety in here. And when the anxiety calms down, guess what? I'm not going to eat the pizza. Because I really don't want to eat the pizza. I don't want anything to have that much power over me. I don't want something to make me feel like I can't breathe. I don't want something to stop me from running. Which is kind of crazy because I've had adrenal fatigue for the last 3 freaking years. And anytime I would try to do any kind of exercise, even light stuff, I would have the flu the next day, but not really. I would have such an Ebstien Barr virus attack of neurotoxins letting loose in my system. I couldn't breathe the next day, and I would completely be tired because I would have adrenal fatigue. And now I don't go through that. And so the fact that I can hold my hands and fingers and calm down and like feel that feeling when things are anxious. The fact that I could probably start tapping and doing things if my husband is really like anxious and upset, and that way things won't affect me so much. Maybe the energy can divert itself or rework itself. And I was very standoffish against tapping for a long time, and she knew it. Because I didn't think it worked. I didn't understand it. I didn't feel it. I knew it worked. It worked for people. I get it. People wouldn't do this if it didn't work. That's why the medical medium, that's why he's so good. They wouldn't do this if it wasn't working. Dadgum science and freaking drug community. We wouldn't do this crap if it wasn't working. Hello. So doing the tapping and doing some of that stuff just really like changed some frequency things on me. And I know that some of you are probably like ready for me to get off the no foods. I've been way ready to get off the no foods, but I've always needed like a how and to understand things, and how do you get through the fears, and how do you deal with people with all these anxiety and all this stuff around you, and being such a sensitive person, like what the heck do you do? And so now I'm finding pieces and things and understanding, because I have to kind of understand why these things happen or what's going on, because things happen on such a deep level to me that she's actually like, that's what we've talked about. And so the medical medium healing process for me has been nothing like what I've seen on Instagram. Nothing like what I've seen on YouTube. Nothing like what I've seen with other people. And my story is just different. And I'm cool with that now. And I'm okay that I had no foods, because there's going to be a time when I don't have those at all anymore, because I'm not willing to give up the feeling of good to have the feeling of bad. I mean, I have like, it's so deep enriched in like who I am, of this feeling good and being able to run and do things, that I don't want to do other things that would counteract it. I never had that before. I never had something to grasp on, like a why. Like, why are you doing this? Running is a why for me. It's a big why. The curiosity and the ability to change my body completely and be the person that I've always thought I was on the inside, on the out, that's a huge why for me. So like, I just have to tell y'all about that, and I'm so excited about it. And I will put a link to Kat's website below, because she is everything that gets me through all of this stuff and lets me be me and lets me eat no foods and doesn't judge me and understands that I'm not really eating no foods. I'm really eating my emotions, and she gets it. And we're getting that stuff in check and trying to figure out, like, we're finding ways to get it in check, and we're finding whys of why I want to keep doing this. Like, she knows it. I talk about it. All I want to do is the medical medium protocol completely 100%. I want to do it so much that we have restaurants out here that are doing it for us, so we don't have to like cook at home anymore. This is like that's what I want. And I think it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. And maybe he'll even be like Engine 2 and put some food out there on the freaking in the freezers and who knows what. So that way it makes it easier to do this. Like, a whole shift and a whole change is gonna start happening, I'm hoping, for this stuff. So I just had to share that with y'all and love you and explain to you what I was doing and what was going on, and hopefully inspire you that no matter how you're doing this, it's your way, and it's what I call my style, medical medium, my style. It's your style. It's your way of doing it, and there's no wrongs. It's such a good way to go through this. And the more you do it, the more you're going to eat this way, because you feel so much better and you can't deny it. So Don't give yourself a break, and just know from my journey that I'm not perfect, but I'm very proficient, and I'm getting better, and I'm finding better ways to be better. And it's freaking exciting. Yes, because I'm going to run 13.1 miles in September, and I will probably run that before then if I've already run up to 8. So how exciting and cool is that? I just wanted to tell you I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all that you do. You can check me out here. You can check me out on Vimeo, moreRoslyn at vhx.com.tv. And I don't know. Y'all just have a great day and go do something fun. Find your why. I love you guys. Bye.